Hey there, guys. It's Sarah with Paint and Party. I wanted to tell you guys a little bit today about some of my favorite art supplies. So, if you have joined the Creators Club already, or if you're thinking about it and just not sure what all you would need, I wanted to just give you a quick rundown of some of the supplies that I use, as well as just some tips on where you can get some supplies. I've got just a plain canvas here in front of me, but you do not have to paint on a canvas. You can get some cardboard. You can do whatever. You can use a piece of thick cardstock. Really, you could take an old board. There's really all kinds of things that you can paint on. But as far as canvases, this one is the 16 by 20 size, which is what we use at all of our paint parties that we do for adults. And then this one here, this is an 11 by 14. So I typically use these for the kids' parties, but we will be doing some of these in the Creators Club just because we can get a little bit more detailed and do a smaller painting. So that's one of the things I'm really excited about the Creators Club, is that I can show you guys up close and personal some of those techniques that's hard for me to show you in front of 20 people or however many are in the class. So. But the best place to buy the canvases I have found is Michael's. Now, Joanne Fabrics has been doing some really good sales lately, but I never buy canvases unless they're on sale. I buy them in bulk from Michael's, but typically you can get a 40% off coupon, or a lot of times they're on sale for 50% off. So if you go to Michael's to the craft section, there's a big package of, they come in 5 for these, or you can buy one, but the best value is to buy 5 of them, or the 11 by 14 come in a package of 7, and you can usually get them for around $10 if they're on sale for the whole package. So pretty inexpensive to get those. As far as there's also some sketchbooks that you can use acrylic paint on and things like that. Just go to Michael's and take a look around. But those are the basic canvases that I use. You can also pick them up at Dollar General or Walmart, but I feel like they're a little bit more expensive there. Michael's will ship them, and typically if they have free shipping that day, they will ship the canvases. And they come fast, within like 2 days. So if you don't have one near you, just hop online and order some, and they'll come to you in the mail. I also wanted to talk a little bit about this easel. So this is something that I bought from a website called Jerry's Artorama. There's also a site called Dick Blick that it's for artists, but anybody can go on that site and buy something. They also have these at Michael's as well. If they're $20, but if you get a 50% off coupon, you can get one of these for $10. But you do not have to have an easel to paint. A lot of people, even in my classes, like to hold the canvas up on your lap or lay it flat on the table. Just get throw some wrapping paper down or some newspaper or something that you have on hand and just lay it flat and paint it. So you do not have to have all the fancy stuff. The tall easel that I have back here, actually the one I found that I like the most, which is lightweight, which is why I like it, to carry to classes, is at Walmart in the craft section. So it's just a tabletop, or no, it's not a tabletop. It's just a standing easel, and I think it's around $20. At least the last time I looked, it was, but it's not crazy expensive if you like to stand and paint or sit on a bar stool. It's about a good height for that. So. But again, nothing that you need. Those are really just, I use those more for demonstration purposes than actually sitting at home creating something. So as far as paintbrushes, you can pick these up anywhere, at least these sizes. I always recommend to buy more than one of the really small, they're a small round brush. This one is a size 2. But you don't have to get really particular on that. You want it to be big enough that you can actually get some paint on there. There are some packages at craft stores and things where they're really tiny, which is kind of hard to get enough paint on there to do anything. But a few of these, and then for the background, I always use this, this is just a 3/4 inch flat brush, but you can also get an inch. An inch covers more area, but this is what we use in our classes. And then I've got the 1/2 inch flat brush right here. And this is also another good size. It's just a 1/4 inch little flat brush, and it's really good to make skinny lines and things like that. There is a package of just assorted brushes at Walmart, at Michael's. You could do something like that. There's usually a package that has one like these 3 sizes, and then you can buy another package of the little skinny brushes. But seriously, do not go spend, you know, $20 a brush or anything like that. These are very inexpensive, and especially when you're starting out, it's okay to buy. Now, do not get the kind that like you use in elementary school that have the bristles that are going everywhere. You definitely don't want those. You want it to be a smooth flat surface. Okay, so that's the brushes that I use. I always have a water cup, so you can use just like a solo cup. With the Creators Club, the first 20 people are getting a free paint cup that says Create on it that I made. So that is something fun, as well as you will get some of the small brushes in the care package that I'll send you after you sign up. So that's something you won't have to worry about, along with a couple of paints you'll get in the mail. So, but that's just for the first 20 that sign up. As of right now, today, we still have a few of those left, but when you're watching this, I don't know, you'll have to check. Also, I just use a paper plate for my paints, whatever you have on hand. You could also use anything that's not really super porous, like a glass plate or something, you know, if you want to reuse it. You could use a thick piece of paper, just watch for it to go through it. But really anything that you have around home. I like to use those foam plates, even though they're really bad for the environment, but the paint doesn't soak into those, so I do like those for that purpose. Always want to have some napkins on hand, just in case you spill something, but we'll use that throughout the process. Some people will also take like an old washcloth or something, is kind of nice, and then you can just throw it in the washing machine. On my apron too, I bought this at Walmart, and it was under $10, and I love it because even though like the aprons that you can buy at Walmart in the craft section, I use them for kids classes because they're really small. But this is it's in the kitchen section at Walmart, but you can also find them on Amazon. You may have an apron laying around, or throw on an old t-shirt. I mean, that's probably the most comfortable way to do things. And then as far as paints, I've got a couple of favorite brands. So depending on where you shop, if you go to Michael's, there is, now this is old, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's Artist Loft, which I really like that brand. And if you're wanting to buy like a bulk, these are pretty good. They're, I really like the blue, I really like the green, and the white and black are great. These are $9.99 a piece, but they, I don't buy them unless they're on sale or have a coupon. So that is an option if you're going to Michael's. Hobby Lobby has a huge assortment of acrylic paint, but I think they're more expensive there. I don't shop at Hobby Lobby for my art supplies. I shop there for fun home decor. So you can certainly pick it up if that's where you are. You know, they have great supplies as well. If you are going to Walmart, there is the Apple Barrel brand, which is at all the Walmarts in the craft section. There are tons of different colors of these, which is fun because if you're painting with me and you're doing something like the ball jars in the background and maybe you don't like yellow, you can pick up your favorite purple or your favorite orange and do that instead. So, and these are 50 cents a piece. This is a multi-surface one, which means you can paint on glass, on different things, but you don't have to get the multi-surface to paint on a canvas. You just get the regular acrylic paint. Okay, and the nice thing about that, these little bottles versus the tubes that you can find, is these are thinner and they dry faster. They you don't have to mix them as much, and they tend to cover really well. They're not as translucent as some of the blues and purples can be really translucent in the little tubes. But I think these work great. The same with the Craft Smart brand that is at Michael's. And it's nice because those come in a little bit bigger of a bottle, some of the favorite colors. I would recommend getting a bigger white bottle, which you can also get that in the apple barrel at Walmart, or you can get it at Michael's, or Hobby Lobby has them as well. I think Hobby Lobby has the Americana brand, which is good too. These are also a good paint. It's called Sargent Acrylics. You can get them on Amazon, and I also recently have been seeing them in my local Walmart. This was under $5 for this big bottle, and this is my absolute favorite red ever. I've been doing paint parties for almost 6 years now, and I have tried a lot of red paints, and this is the best. It usually covers on the first try, and it's just a really good paint. The same with their brown. Browns are kind of tricky sometimes. They can have a lot of like orange undertones in them, and some of them just don't present well on a canvas, but this one does. This one is really good. So really any of the colors in the Sargent. The purple's great. They're all. But as far as, white paint, you can get any brand. Just don't get the tubes because you'll go through too much of it. But other than that, that's pretty much all for the supplies that you need. So if you were going to join my Creators Club, the only thing you would need to have is really just something to paint on, which, like I said, could be a piece of paper to start out with. And pick up just a few paints, unless you already have some at home, and then some paintbrushes, and you are all set. You can watch on your iPhone or iPad, so you don't even have to have a computer. So super simple. The videos are all housed in on YouTube, but they're not open to the public. So the nice thing is you don't have to download them onto your computer or anything like that. They come up just like any other YouTube video. So that's kind of nice if if you're thinking of downloading a bunch of videos and having limited space, you don't need to worry about that. So, but again, I just wanted to get in front of you guys and let you know what supplies we're talking about. We will have some other tutorials coming up of just like wine glass painting, which the wine glass painting is just the multi-surface paint and a couple of wine glasses. So wherever you shop, pick up a couple wine glasses and a couple of paints. You'll already have your paintbrushes, and we'll use some other tools that will obviously show you more along the way. So, and then the pumpkin painting we're going to do, which I'm so excited about, is the same paints, same paintbrushes. So really, once you pick up a few paints, and you'll be good to go. So if you guys have questions about the supplies, I'm going to have, whenever you sign up for the Creators Club, you will have a whole spreadsheet of all of my favorite supplies, where to get them, even some links to Amazon. So don't stress about that. So I hope to see you guys in the club, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.